Thank you so much for great art you came to Mauriat Cross Show. Oh, incredible. Where you have a very good song and intonation.
Well, a lot of times, regarding intonation, a lot of musicians have a tendency to blame the instrument. It's not always the instrument. A perfectly balanced and adjusted instrument will play equally as well in a classical situation or a contemporary jazz situation. So sometimes it's the musician. So, an instrument such as this one, played by an accomplished classical musician, should function well. And it'll function equally as well for a jazz musician who is seeking his own personal sound. The two styles of music, in a jazz situation, the musician is trying to craft a personal sound, a sound that sounds like nobody else, a sound that reflects and details who they are as an artist. Whereas in a classical situation, it's a bit more uniform and a bit more lateral, where people are not trying to stand out tonally. But when you have a great instrument, you should be able to shape that sound to fit the environment.
Oh, wonderful.
So I think, P. Mauriat has developed a series of instruments that work equally as well in whatever the situation calls for.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, the intonation, I have no issues with intonation with P. Mauriat instruments. Mm-hmm. They play perfectly in tune with a balanced and even scale and airflow. Mm-hmm. With ease of playability as well as, less exertion. Then the horn doesn't resist unnecessarily, and you don't have to fight to express yourself on these instruments. Mm-hmm. So, I've seen and heard no issues at all with intonations like this. The most superior and even and consistent scale of any saxophone I've ever played.
Oh, wonderful.
I played every major instrument.
Yeah.
From Summers to Kings to Khans to Yamahas to Yanagisawa.
Okay.
And this is consistently the best instrument.
Very good.
King Super 20 is my benchmark sonically. It's my sonic example of the best characteristics and best qualities of a saxophone for me. The combination of alloys, with the silver and the brass, bring out, the color and the sonority and the personality, that I seek.
Yeah.
Now, finally, this saxophone that's been developed by P. Mauriat has those similar characteristics with the two different alloys, the generator of the silver neck and the bell, and it brings out exactly what I need, although this has a superior intonation and evenness of scale. The King, with all due respect, has issues in the extreme registers, the upper register and the bottom register, that a player has to make compensations for, has to adjust. And if you get used to a horn, you can do that, but who wants to work that hard? Who wants the extra work? You want the horn to work for you.
Yeah.
You don't want to work twice. So that's why I prefer the people.
So you can create different horn, but the same song, but maybe let people hear, oh, this is really different.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.